the Dukes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at... Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Dukes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Quickly out to the tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, James Madison. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Under fire. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Trying play action. Buys a little time. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big third down opportunity to either stay on the field or score a TD. You wouldn't feel very good if you only walk away here with a field goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Warner. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Warner. Pressure coming. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Turning it on. Smashes ahead. He's up to 41 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hand off from the shotgun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is back. Against the wall.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dances away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Warner. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the 1st time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. Had to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy.
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains down to the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, James Madison. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Warner. Bringing the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Dukes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air.
Touchdown, Dukes! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Just down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
35, Fresno State 6.
Bringing it out.
The return is brought down at the 16, and the Fresno State offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's got an open man. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Warner. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Hit as he throws. Finds space on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dukes!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
James Madison, 49. Fresno State, 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Warner. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the pressure. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Get set, get set. To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Touchdown, James Madison. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Warner. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he makes the catch. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And the gamble pays off, David. Not a lot of programs, not a lot of coaches would want to go for it down deep in their own end like that, but they turn around to hand it off, and hey, they get the first down.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's analytics that say go for it, and there's spreadsheets that say go for it. It's becoming the norm, but, man, there's obviously a lot of risk, a lot of reward. But it doesn't matter because you got the first down, a new set of downs. Now go take this thing down the field and score.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Working on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Into the secondary on the right. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Still looking. Finding an escape route. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
6-3, Fresno State, 13.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Quick completion on the out. Lowers those pads. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket.
Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. Nice move there. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grab near the sticks. It's Alston. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option seam. He's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Dukes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Gilliam. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
Think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Fresno State, 13.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk
Flying down the left side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and a challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs.
Going for the big play. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But one